Saying I do doesn't just mean combining your last names, your families, and the bank accounts. It also involves the little things, and I'm talking about your different decorating techniques. If you're married, you know what I'm talking about. Today, we've got designer Lori Miller here. She's got some great tips to help the newlyweds blend their styles with ease. Welcome to the show, Lori.
Hi,
Good to have you here. You look like you're deep in thought.
No.
Thinking seriously. And it's probably because this is a tough situation. You've got the newlyweds, the guy and the girl, and two totally different ways of decorating.
Right.
But you kind of do it by our senses like sight, touch, smell, so forth and so on, right?
Right.
How's that work when it comes to married couples?
Well, men usually like to touch things. You know, they like touch football, they like basketball, so anything that has sort of a texture to it, men really like.
Tangible. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. The first thing that you talk about, too, is sight. So we're going to start over here, and all the guys in our crew said, oh, yeah, they went straight to this here. So is this to kind of entice the guys saying, hey, look, I got some sports memorabilia up here, so
it is.
Be okay?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is. And to say, like, it doesn't have to be so crazy, and women don't have to be afraid of what the men's collections are either.
Right.
There's just ways to kind of hang it and organize it.
Mm-hmm.
So
and the colors are of big importance in your mind.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge.
All right. And organizing the way that it looks.
Right.
Okay. Now let's go over to touch. That's the next category. Where are we going for touch? Right here in the front?
We're going to go right in the front.
Okay. And how does that play into it?
You have a lot of texture. You have some velvets over here. You have your silks, which is kind of softer. Your little tassels give that feel of, you know, just playing with something.
Okay.
And then you have your colors, and that also goes with sight and touch, because when you see something, as women, we always want to touch things, whether it's clothing, you're going through the stores, you're like, oh, I want to know how that feels. You don't really want to put on something itchy. You want to be comfortable all day.
Okay.
So this is sort of your touch.
But do guys, Lord, seriously, do guys care about this kind of stuff? How do you get them involved in figuring out touch and feel and all that good stuff? Or is this mainly for women?
It's kind of both, because men want to come in, they want to kick their shoes off, they want to sit in their leather chair, and that's the first thing. When I'm decorating, they'll say, I need my leather recliner.
Yeah,
and they make it a point to say leather. So it's like, oh, you want a pink leather? I don't think so.
Okay. Now let's talk about smell, because you say when you walk into your home, a married couple should feel comfortable.
Right.
So is this related to candles or just the scent that the two of you guys really do?
Just the scent that you really enjoy together, you know, and one person may prefer something over another. It's always nice for when you walk into maybe a fresh apple pie and there are apple pie candles, or there's always scents. There's, you know, the little aromatics.
Right.
And I always see a lot of men in their apartments with these for some reason. I don't know if it's the wood.
That's true. You know why? I think it's because it's easy to just drop the stick in there and then just go. You don't have to refill it later, but it smells good too.
Maybe.
Sound is another issue that you should be paying attention to.
Yes, because you walk in, you either want music. Some people like bubbling water, so I have a little fountain. But those sounds, a TV going, you know, men are always with the remote, they always want the TV.
Exactly. And last but not least, of course, taste. Because they always say the way to a man's heart is what? Through his stomach.
Through his stomach.
So you've got the grapes here. Obviously, we know it usually gets a little more detail than that when it comes to the food. But how does that work when it comes to newlyweds?
You know, a lot of men do cooking now. They're not afraid of it. So one person does one thing, the other person does the other. Boil the rice, mash the potatoes.
Or burn the rice, depends on how good or bad you're at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so combining all these things here together, happy marriage?
Happy marriage.
Got it.
Happy home.
Happy home. Hopefully happy marriage. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Good to meet you.